going on?
You tell me. Come take a look at this.
Is that McBain taking Rafe Kovich out of his cell?
Yeah. I want you to go through all the surveillance footage that we have of the cell since we brought that Rafe Kovich in. And tell me if there's been any other unexpected visitors.
All right, sure thing.
John talked to you about the Allison Barrington murder?
Well, no, he gave me an update. Said he talked to the kid and he was going to follow up on a lead.
Did he say he was planning on taking the kid out of the cell?
No, he never said a word about doing that. Where's John taking this kid?
That's what I'd like to know.
Oh my God. Detective McBain? What happened?
What do you mean, what happened? Somebody stabbed this man.
Who?
Who indeed?
On guard duty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he and John, they released the kid, and then they just escort him out of the cell block. Now, why would they do that? It's unorthodox under any circumstances. They haven't filed any paperwork, and I mean, technically, the kid is still in our custody.
Look, try to get a hold of McBain.
He's not picking up. McBain, Carlson, and the boy, they're all MIA.
What's going on? Detective. Oh, he's alive! We have to help him! Detective McBain, I've got to try to stop the bleeding. Can you call 911 or have you already called an ambulance? Detective! Detective McBain! An officer, okay? I called 911. An ambulance is on its way, okay? Just listen to the sound of my voice and breathe. We're gonna get you to the hospital. That's it. Stay with me, sir. Can you speak? Sir? I'm a nurse. I'm gonna get you some help, okay? Can you tell me who did this to you?
John, this is Anna again. If you get this message, you need to call me back because I have a prisoner that's missing, and I don't know where you are. And
they found
where
Carlson.
he is. All right, call me.
Yeah, what do you got? Yeah, all right, I'll be right there.
What is it?
Well, they found Carlson down on Pier 52. He's been stabbed.
Oh, my God, is he alive?
Yeah, barely. They're taking him to GH right now.
What about McBain and Rafe?
No sign of that.
CSU over to Pier 52 immediately to process the scene.
I'm on it.
Dante, can you get over to GH, please? Talk to Carlson, see if he can give some answers on what the hell is going on. I'm going to the pier.
You don't think McBain is really mixed up in this, do you?
No. But I've been wrong before.
Commissioner.
Is everyone finished? I'm taking this, right?
Looks like the weapon that killed Allison Barrington.
Yeah, it does. Okay, you take this. Did you guys see this?
What you got, Commissioner?
It's an evidence bag. That doesn't just resemble the weapon that killed Allison Barrington. It is the weapon that killed her.
But only our guys have access to the evidence room.
Yeah, I know. Okay, get that to the PCPD and have it processed. Pull up all the surveillance footage from the evidence room. I need to find out how the hell that weapon got out of police custody.
Yes, Commissioner.
Oh, and if anyone has heard from Detective McBain, I need to know about it. You got it.
Anna.
Yeah. Oh, hey, yeah. What are you doing here?
Well, I called the station. They told me where you were. Are you okay?
I'm okay. Why wouldn't I be?
Well, they said on the news that Lucy Coe pulled a gun on you.
How the hell does that get released to the press?
I guess somebody thought it was newsworthy.
Yeah, she did. She knocked out one of my offices and she pulled the gun on me. But, I'm fine.
All in a day's work.
Yeah, got a little tense. She's in custody again.
Not a good time, Dante. I'm in the middle of something.
Yeah, well, I need to ask him some questions.
I'm trying to save this guy's life.
Bud, it's Dante. Can you hear me?
Here is the phenylephrine, doctor, and the dopamine for the infusion.
Add it to the line.
You with me, Bud? Bud, you're gonna make it through this, okay? You hear me? All right, Bud, you need to tell me who did this to you. Was it that kid, Rafe?
I met Rafe on the docks. He was so hungry he wanted the stale bread that I was using to feed the ducks. And now his mother was just killed right in front of him. I'm just trying to show him a little compassion.
Just because you feel sorry for him doesn't make him innocent. Come on, Ma. He's saying John McBain murdered that woman. We know Detective McBain. And we both know he's not that kind of guy.
Officer, would you mind helping me for a second? Let's help young Rafe here figure out exactly what happened. If you'd stand in for his mother. Let's see. So your mom's like this, Rafe, and her assailant is something like this?
Oh, you were on the other side of her.
The other side of her? Okay, please turn around. Officer, so something here. Then what happened?
I called out for her. She looked back at me. She told me to stay there, and then that's when you did it.
Did what?
Killed her.
Killed her? You mean like... Like that?
And it just doesn't make any sense that McBain would murder anyone, especially a woman he doesn't even know.
Rafe!
We know Rafe Kovich escaped. Is he the one who stabbed you? Then who, Bud, who did this to you?
He's going into B-Fib, charge of paddles to 150. Dante, move.
Bud.
So what's going on? Who did it?
I'm afraid to find out.
We would have saved him.
No, there was so much blood on the ground. I thought he was already dead. By the time he made it to the hospital, it would have taken a miracle to save him.
Did he say anything at all before I got here?
Not to me.
No, he opened his eyes once or twice, but he never spoke.
You have any idea who did this?
No, he was about to say something, but then he stopped breathing.
God, that poor man.
Miss Santiago, I need to know exactly what you saw.
Okay, well, so I like to walk on the waterfront and feed the ducks on my way into work, and I turned onto Pier 52, and that's when I saw Officer Carlson on the ground with Detective McBain beside him.
Was anyone else there?
No, I didn't see anyone else. In fact, I thought he was already dead, but then
It's okay.
he started moaning, and I tried to stop the bleeding with my scarf, and then I asked Detective McBain if he had already called 911, and then I looked up, and he was just gone.
Who, McBain?
Yeah.
Well, could he have been chasing someone, maybe?
I don't know. I didn't hear anyone else. As a matter of fact, I didn't even hear Detective McBain leave.
Okay, look, before you got to the scene, did you hear anything, shouting, anything that sounded like it could have been a struggle?
No, I just turned the corner, and there they were.
So you were helping Carlson. What was McBain doing?
She just told you. He left.
Yeah, and, you know, I thought that was weird, too. He wasn't even trying to help Officer Carlson. That's part of the reason why I thought he was already dead.
So what was he doing?
Oh, he was standing there holding, like, it was like a strangely shaped object. I think it was metal. It was like a cross between a knife and an arrow. And there was blood on it.
Miss Santiago, you've been a big help. Someone will be by to take your official statement. I gotta go. Patrick.
He's still in jail. Did the police let you go?
No, McBain and another cop took me out of my cell and back to the pier where...
Why?
McBain said that going back there might help me remember some things, and that he had me stand in the same exact spot I was standing before and tell him everything that happened, and then he killed the other cop. He just killed him right in front of me.
What? That's crazy. I'm
Molly,
sorry.
I'm telling you the truth, okay? You have to believe me. McBain is... He's a psycho. Yeah. The cop was just standing there, Molly, just standing there, and he killed him. And he said all this insane stuff. He told me he was my dad.
That's impossible.
He said that we were going somewhere. We were going home. I managed to get away, and I ran, and I came here. I am nowhere that's safe, Molly. Nowhere to hide. I don't know anyone. Except you.
So when Miss Santiago said that McBain ran off, did she not think he was going for help? Okay. All right, you get back to the station, and you stay on top of this. I'll meet you there. Yeah. I'll call Carson's wife. I know her.
Not a good day to be the commissioner, huh?
No, it's not. I lost an officer, and my good friend and colleague seems to be implicated in the murder.
McBain?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I have to believe that there's an explanation for it. But yeah, John is a suspect.
Here? You want me to hide you?
I heard what your boyfriend said, okay? He tried to make you doubt me, but I don't think you want to do that.
How can you know I think that I'm not even sure
Please,
myself?
everything I've been telling you is the truth. I mean, and even if you can't believe me, it's like you said, I'm innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, it's true, you are.
Isn't there some place I can hide in this big house of yours?
My family's
Molly,
here.
please. I have nowhere else to go.
Come on in.
Thank you, Molly. Thank you.
Yeah, be quiet. Do not make me regret this.
I won't be sorry. I swear.
This is the corridor outside the evidence room earlier today.
Wait. Go back. I saw something there. Yeah, stop. Play it. I don't believe it.
Don't believe what? What's going on?
I know John isn't a murderer. I know that. But there's all these inexplicable things that keep happening, and I can't simply ignore them. Are my instincts that off?
Anna, you've been through so much since losing Robin.
I know. And now there's all this evidence against John, and I have known him for years. He's a good friend, and I've trusted him. And could he be a killer? Am I wrong about him, too?
Don't believe what? What's going on?
Where you been, John?
I was following a lead in Allison Barrington's murder.
So you took the suspect with you, her son?
No, why?
Okay. You were down with the kid at his cell, right?
Yeah, I wanted to go over the kid's statement, see if he gave us any new details.
Okay, so what about when you came back?
When? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about when you went to his cell the second time.
What second time? I just told you I talked to the kid once and then I left. Hey, what the hell's going on?
I don't know, man. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Something going on with the case, I'd like to know.
Well, good. That goes both ways.
When have I ever cut you out of an investigation?
Let's start with today.
Okay.
All right. The surveillance cameras outside the cell show you talking to the kid, right?
Yeah, I told you I wanted to go over his story.
Well, they also caught you when you came back and escorted him out of his cell.
I just told you I never went back down to the cell block.
The surveillance video shows you leaving with Rafe and Officer Carlson.
Well, there's a mistake somewhere, because that wasn't me. Look, let's just talk to Carlson.
Well, we can't do that.
Why's that?
Because he's dead.
He's dead. What the hell happened?
Oh, he was murdered down on Pier 52.
Murder?
Yeah.
You said he was with the kid. Where's the kid now?
Well, the kid's gone. He fled the scene.
You really think Rafe could kill a police officer?
Actually, no. We're pretty sure it was someone else.
Okay, so...
You got a suspect in Carlson's murder?
Oh, well, there was a witness. A nurse from GH, she saw someone standing over the body with a bloody murder weapon.
He wasn't shot.
No, he was stabbed with a strange metal weapon, cross between a dagger and an arrow.
Just like Rafe's mother, Allison. Okay, so the nurse, she was able to positively ID someone. Who?
You, John.
The nurse claims she saw me kill a cop.
She says she saw you at the scene standing over the body with the murder weapon.
You recovered the weapon?
Yeah, right here.
So it's just like the weapon that was used to kill Allison.
That is the same weapon.
Dante, that's not possible. That weapon's down in the evidence
Well,
room.
someone removed it.
Someone removed it? Well, then you check the footage, all right? If someone signed out for it, they should be there.
Yeah, way ahead of you. So as you can see, it's a pretty clear picture.
Timeline on this exactly?
Right before John took Rafe out of his cell with Carlson.
Hey, look, I don't care what's on the surveillance camera, all right? I didn't take a weapon out of the evidence room, and I sure as hell didn't take Rafe out of his cell.
Except it kind of looks like you did.
Hey, I don't know what's going on, all right? I can't explain those images, but you know me. I didn't kill anyone.
I'm sorry, John. With the footage and eyewitness, I don't have any choice. You're under arrest.
Thank you, Ta. Okay, look, I am so sorry for what I did to you, holding you at gunpoint.
Knocking out my officer, taking his gun, holding me at gunpoint, yeah.
Okay, right. I will apologize to him and to you. I am sorry. I'm just desperate.
You have a visitor.
Going so soon? Taylor! Can you let me know when Alexis Davis is in the building?
Hey. Officer Taylor's upstairs.
Hi.
Hi. And to answer your question, my mom is going to be here soon, so we don't have much time.
For what?
To get you out of here.
Let me go, detective. If you try to haul me in, you're going to have to kill me.
Ah! If you insist.
Doc, are you all right? Are you okay?
Do you care?
Yes, I care. I suffered completely when you took that blow. I think it hurt me more than it hurt you.
I seriously doubt that, Lucy.
But you came back. Doc, I can't tell you how much it meant to me that you came back and you wanted to help me and you swore that you were on my side.
And look at the thanks I got. One of your co-escapees cracked me over the head. Do you know I had to go to the hospital?
Oh, my God, I'm so sorry. I had no idea they were going to do that to you. I didn't.
He thinks that Todd hit him. Is that right?
Force like that, no offense, ladies, could only come from a man.
Well, not necessarily. So don't count that Fruit Loop Heather Weber out.
Beat it. I was here first.
Be quiet. He's out there.
Who's out there?
John McBain. Don't make a sound.
Should you even be down here? I won't get you in any trouble.
No, let's focus on you. My mom said that she was up most of the night working on the case.
I have to remember to thank her.
From the looks of it, it doesn't look like you got too much sleep either.
Yeah.
Is it true? What I read in the Sun? Is there really that much evidence against you?
I wouldn't have believed it if I didn't see it with my own eyes.
So there's actual footage of someone that looks like you, or?
A guy that looks like me. I took the weapon that killed Allison Barrington right out of the evidence room.
Okay, was it shot from the back?
No. You see his face. You see his face. And then you see him right over there, and he takes Rafe out of his cell and leads him right down that corridor.
What about the nurse from GH?
She identified me as the man she saw kneeling over Bud Carlson as he bled out.
With the same weapon that killed Allison Barrington.
This guy, he's a dead ringer for me. You know, it's the way he dresses, the way he walks, everything. He's got it down.
Yeah, but okay, but it's not you.
No. It's not me. This is funny, this is weird. I can't tell you how many times I've been on that side of the bars, listening to some perp go on and on about, hey man, I've been framed. It's not me, I'm being set up. I guess now it's my turn.
No, it's not. It's just that that's the theory. But you do have Allison, who thought it was you, and Lucy as well, who think you are this vampire, Caleb Morley. It doesn't make any sense.
Listen to me, Sam. You forget the whole supernatural part of it, all right? But this guy that looks like me, he's real. He's real, and he was here in the PCPD impersonating me. That's the only way to explain this.
You know this looks really bad for you. They say the police commissioner tried to call you all night, and you didn't pick up your phone. John, where were you?
I don't know what kind of game he's playing, but John McBain was right there.
You need to have your eyes checked. He's in a jail cell.
What for?
Killed a cop.
Well, he must have escaped. He was holding me close enough to kiss.
You?
Real close, like this, tight.
Okay. Not that this isn't every man's fantasy, but you need to let me go. I'm
Heather? Yeah, Lucy could actually be right.
Finally!
Heather's capable of anything, especially assault.
Yes, and I was completely beyond upset with old Heather.
But you still took off. You just left me lying there. For all you knew, I was dead.
I wouldn't do that. I did check to see if you were breathing and you were okay. Doc, please. Please try to understand. I knew that Todd and Heather would just ditch me, whether I was going to go with them or not. So I couldn't stay there. I had to escape.
Because of Caleb.
Yeah, because of Caleb. Doc, you're my big, strong guy. I know you're perfectly capable of taking care of yourself, but Rafe is not. He's just a boy, and he was all alone. He had nobody protecting him. My God, Anna, he has nobody protecting him now. Rafe is just out there with Caleb on the loose.
Oh, here we go.
And Caleb is impersonating an officer of the law.
You don't have to worry about John McBain.
I don't have to worry. Yes, I do. We all have to worry. He could be out there right now murdering Rafe.
No, he's not. John McBain has been apprehended. He's currently in a cell. He is no threat to Rafe.
2 people in lockup. You know, Lucy Cuckoo held the commissioner at gunpoint. And then this John McBain, he killed a police officer. And that was after he broke this Rafe Kovich out of jail. You know that kid that got accused of killing his mother?
Oh, yeah, right.
He's still on the loose.
I was at the university.
What were you doing there?
Meeting with a professor.
Okay, why would you go there and meet with the professor?
I'd asked Rafe to give me some more details about the guy he saw murder his mom.
The guy he says is you.
I want to know if there was anything that really stood out about this guy. And it took him a little while, but then he realized the guy's wearing a ring.
Okay, well, a wedding ring?
No, it was more distinct than that. He was able to describe it.
So you went to the university to find out more about it.
Exactly. And I had to wait around a little while because the guy was teaching a class and I had to wait for him to finish.
All right. Did you talk to him?
Yeah, for quite a while.
What's his name?
Jay Moser.
Excellent timing. I was just about to call you. Come in, detective.
Please, call me John.
This is good news. Everyone's safe.
Everyone is not safe. Doc, please, do you really believe that bars in a cell can hold Caleb? He can do anything he wants, anytime he wants, and nobody can stop him.
Except you.
Except me. We don't even know. He could be out there right now, hunting Rafe down, wanting to claim him.
But you just said that Caleb would kill Rafe.
Yeah, he would. That would be his last resort. If Rafe refuses to be turned, then he will.
Lucy, don't start this now. You're just going to make it worse on yourself.
Doc, the last thing Allison did was come to this police station, and she was looking for me. She wanted help. She wanted an ally to try and hide Rafe from Caleb.
Even if you were right? That just proves that Allison shared your delusion. That doesn't make it true.
No. Listen, Caleb seduced Allison. Rafe is Caleb's son. And that is why he is going to try and get him and claim him. And that's why, oh my God, that is why he allowed himself to be captured.
No! McBain is the focus of a detailed investigation, Lucy.
He's not even using the alias anymore. Don't you see? He doesn't even care. He wants to take Rafe, and he will kill anybody that gets in his way.
What's gonna happen to John?
I don't know.
Well, do you think he's guilty?
No, absolutely not.
So there's no hard evidence?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of evidence, most of which I hear is indisputable.
How are you gonna prove John didn't do it?
Well, it would help if we could find that Rafe kid. An eyewitness said she saw him on the pier when John allegedly killed this police officer.
Oh, I can't even imagine. That must have been really traumatic for him. Rafe, I mean.
Right, I don't doubt that, and I'm sure that he's loath to revisit it. However, as sole witness, he could shed some much-needed light.
What did Rafe say about the ring?
Had this kind of crest on it. Along with a bat, you know, the flying mammal kind.
The one often associated with vampires.
Yeah, the one and the same, yeah.
Well, when you mentioned this to the professor, did he laugh you out of the room?
Yeah, you know, you would think, right? But turns out this Jay Moser, he's kind of an expert in the occult.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. He started showing me all these illustrations of rings that vampires wore through the ages, you know, in art and literature and all that crud.
Wow.
Yeah. He's able to work up a sketch based on Rafe's description.
Did you get any answers?
Please, excuse the mess.
No problem. I love what you've done with the place.
Oh, I was meaning to ask. Is your inquiry into the ring part of that case I was reading about?
No, what case is that?
Oh, what was her name? Some deranged woman attacked someone she believed was a vampire.
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to say.
Well, she was clearly mistaken. There hasn't been a vampire sighting here for years.
Do tell.
Oh, here it is. The bat on the ring is common, but the crest is rare. Yeah, it could be from a minor clan, the Julii. They were descendants of Remus.
The twin of Romulus? Let's see, if memory serves, their parents abandoned them, and they suckled from a wolf.
The Julii was wiped out thousands of years ago during an interclanal war. But some vampire scholars believe a few survived, fleeing to a remote area of the Transylvanian Alps in what is now known Romania.
Fascinating. And no one's heard anything from them since?
Oh, they've been living in seclusion for generations. The last vague record we have of them, from the last century, mind you.
Well, it's pretty vague.
Has them going by the prosaic name of Morley.
No kidding.
You think this is absurd, don't you?
No, Professor. Not at all.
Well, I think you'll take me seriously when I tell you that the wearer of that ring embodies enormous power, and he wants revenge.
Release me. Let me go so I can get out there and stop any more loss of life. I need to save people.
Do you have any idea how serious this is? Lucy, this is not some misunderstanding or a petty infraction that you can tap dance your way around. You have managed to dismantle your entire life.
Don't say that.
You were the most brilliant and inspiring woman I have ever met. And now you're reduced to ranting about the undead. Well, I'm sorry, Lucy, this breaks my heart. But you are a danger to yourself and to others, and you are not just going to walk out of here.
You think I asked for this? Do you think it was my choice? Hey, Lucy, wake up one day and you get to be a slayer. Yay! You get to be the only person in the room that sees evil standing right in front of everybody. I didn't pick this, but I can't ignore it. I cannot ignore the danger, and I have got to get out of here, and someone, by God, has got to help me.
Moser told me he needed the night to research it.
And your phone was off the whole time you were at the university? Why couldn't anyone reach you?
Lousy cell reception, you know. I actually tried calling the station a couple times and didn't think anything of it till I came out and had all those missed calls.
Okay, and by the time that happened, you already had all this evidence built up against you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you think the professor's going to be able to help you?
I don't know. You know, it was mostly went on and on about the existence of vampires.
Do you believe him?
No.
No.
No, but right now I'll go with anything that helps clear this thing up.
What about Anna?
No, she's got her hands full right now with Weber and Manning on the loose.
And now that boy Rafe is missing.
After seeing someone he's convinced is me commit murder for the second time. This has all been very interesting, Professor. Thank you.
Well, don't think that's the end of the discussion. Somewhere around here, I have a dissertation written long before the age of computers that comes close to proving that one of the last members of the clan is actually...
Oh, Alexis, thank God you're here to help me, right?
Well, I'll certainly try, Lucy, but I have to admit that
she's in your hands now.
What? You're just leaving?
You mean like you did? I have an appointment with a neurologist. He has to monitor me.
What? Why?
Well, you know, to make sure that the blow that your friend delivered to my head hasn't caused a brain bleed.
Doc, I'm sorry.
I know. Thank you.
Good luck. How's John?
Yeah, well, you know, he's not thrilled about being in lockup, obviously.
Yeah, well, I understand, but I do need to speak with him. The sooner the better.
I think you've got your hands full with
Lucy. What were you thinking?
Well,
that was a rhetorical question. You are in serious trouble. Serious trouble. I'll be lucky if I can even get you back into Ferncliff.
Oh, well, that's okay. You know, I don't really want to go back to Ferncliff. You're right.
I'm right.
Yes, you are. I don't deserve to go back to Ferncliff. I am just a common criminal. I deserve to be treated as one, so you can just march me right back downstairs to my cell.
I never should have dismissed Lucy Coe the way I did.
Lucy Coe? She put a wooden stake through your chest. It doesn't exactly inspire trust.
No, I should have known it was more than just a paranoid delusion. I at least should have considered the fact that there's a guy out there named Caleb.
Who is a vampire that it looks exactly like you?
No.
Come on.
He's a killer who looks like me.
Okay. Look, maybe this Professor Moser can help you out. I don't know, but at the very least, I think he can give you an alibi. I can go talk to him, and then I can go to the police station and let them know that you were at the university nowhere near Pier 52, and they're going to have to let you go.
Thank you.
Okay. I'll be back.
You know where to find me.
Not for long. Between me and my mom, we're going to get you out of here soon.
Let's just hope it's before this guy kills again. Professor, you were saying?
I'm such a scatterbrain. That other researcher, I must have left it at the copier. I'll go and get it.
I'm afraid you won't be going anywhere.
Hold on, Lucy, stop. You gotta stop this.
Stop, what?
This vampire stuff. There aren't any vampires. And even if there were, John is not one of them.
And you're not going anywhere near him.
I regret that I had to do that. Your knowledge was impressive, but you gave me no choice.
Professor Moser? Hi, I'm sorry to disturb you. Do you have a minute? Professor Moser?